Hey y'all, happy Friday. This lighting is still weird. I'm going to leave it like that for a minute. It's Purple Friday in these parts. How you doing? Black will fly with it though. Push come to shove. Excuse me a second. Yes. How's that? Kick off 2024 right by shopping boy. Ravens are going against Mr. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ooh, this Sunday. I can't wait. Hey, Norma. Hey, Kamoyo. Oh, shucks. Almost dropped something. I've been on here a little earlier, but my net went out. I didn't have any internet. Ah, that looks better. That looks much better. Oh, boy. Ready for the weekend? How's that? Can you see the purple? What is this? A tag. Oh, ah. Okay, I'm ready for the weekend. All right. Yeah. Just got off of lunch. Oh, good. Cool. I might do this. I might shift my time down to 12. I think it might be easier for people. Yeah. You get a chance to watch me. Ooh. I have discovered a new channel. It's called fox10phoenix.com, and it shows me all the cities in the United States. It's just a webcam, just a pan. It just shows you what's happening at this in real time. And I didn't realize how vast this country was, how many diverse people will live in it. This place is glorious. It has its mess, it has its ish, but this place is glorious. And then I started watching, I had been watching the European travel trips before. And I tell you, drop me off in London, England, I know how to get around there. Just from watching YouTube. Then we realized just how, the West is connected more so than we realize. And it's not just it is. The architecture is the same. The street patterns are a little different in London than here. They don't use the yellow line. They just use the white line. I'm not driving in London. Okay. I would definitely hit somebody or get hit. And the language is a little different, but that energy is the same. Now, the difference between them and us, it seems just by watching, is they're cleaner than we are within certain times of the day. But that just tells me they having issues with trash pickup like we do sometimes. But so much for that. I don't know where that came from. I'm beginning to get the travel bug. It's also 70 degrees outside here. What's the temp? 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And I've got my doors open, my windows open, and that breeze is just blowing me, and I'm just ready to go out and run or something. Feels good. Feels good outside. Okay, let's just, while we're in this kind of uplifting space, let's see what the dice have to say. What areas do we need to look in our travels, our personal journeys? And we had, that moon in Aries is back. That is the encouragement moon. That's the moon that encourages you, and if not nags the daylights out of you to get up and take action. And it is in the 12th house. Okay, now where is this camera? Oop. Huh. 12th house. The 12th house. This is almost like a repeat from a few days ago. This is karma time. Here's the moon. But since we're dealing with Aries, here we are. That's the ram's horns. I'm beginning to think it's time for us to use our hidden powers we didn't even know we had. Some of us have powers and abilities and skills and talents that we don't even know we have. And I think, oh, honey, yeah. Camillo, you can take a train and a ferry from London to Morocco. That's how close it is. That is another conversation. Yeah. And now I said before in an earlier reading, they're going to bridge that because they're realizing that's too much money they're letting slip and slide by. Everybody else is traveling. You know, those big tankers with stuff. They travel that route. They cut right on through from the Atlantic to get into the Mediterranean. I think seriously, all they need to do is build higher bridges. Or the engineers can, that's not an unsolvable problem. They're just pretending it is. Who is they? England, Spain. But that king of Morocco, he's ready to do business with Northern and Western Africa. And if they don't get something together, I'm sure he is. Reminds me of one of my grandfathers. But which is also probably what's happening too, if you think about it. 12th house, moon in Aries, because this stuff is global. He has the abilities, the talents, the resources to take action, to build up new trade routes. He's literally building up new trade routes for Morocco and Western Africa to cut into Central Africa. Y'all need trains, railways. I'm sure they don't need that from me, but if they could get one of those trains situated east versus west railway, then a north-south railway, the continent's gonna get locked up, and it can trade amongst themselves and really be a powerhouse in the world. Just like anyone who can hone in on their talents. And the way you hone in on your talents or your hidden abilities is basically by doing what you love to do the most. I like to read. It occurred to me that somebody might be interested in what I'm writing about when a thought crosses my mind. I love reading cards. What got me into reading cards was I met a psychotherapist who read cards years and years and years ago. She turned out to be one of my mentors or spiritual teachers. And I was like, and she's developed her own little group out in Texas. I'm not going to Texas anytime soon, but it's interesting what you can do. It's not even putting your mind to it. It's making up your mind. I can do this. So let's see where this goes. And just taking the actions to do this. It's mighty funny that when you take actions, the resources kind of follow. So let's just see where the resources are going to take us, where the actions are going to take us for right about now. Message for the Grand Collective, for Norma, for Camillo. Okay. And for those other two people hiding in the way back in the bleacher seats. Not the bleachers. What? Yeah, they're the bleachers. The stacks. Way back up in the stacks. What is the message for us? And throw me in there too. I'm using the Higher Consciousness Oracle. Where is it? The higher self. It taps into our higher selves. And what is our higher self? Separate but attached spiritual version of ourselves. We physical beings are the extensions of something much higher and much greater. And it's us. I know that for a fact because I have experienced my higher self. She started talking and scared the bejesus out of me because I recognized it was my voice, but it was coming out of here, not this thing, from behind me, up. Did I tell you that story? I went to my sister-in-law's funeral. The ex was there. Hadn't seen him in almost 40 years. He said something off color and out the way to me then. And I just stood there and looked at him like I heard from above and behind me in my voice say, I don't know what I saw in him. Not what did you see in him. I don't know what I saw in him. Yeah, that's when I left. Okay. I never told my daughter. I wouldn't tell her anyway. I had to deal with myself. And it was just hilarious. That's how I know there is a higher self. And we are extensions. We are like the fingers to a hand somewhere. I'm not calling that God. No, that's not God. That's our higher self. That's beyond the source. And I haven't not touched into that. You can come close, but you're not going to go but so far. I think that's the law too. Okay. It's not like in the Matrix where you can fight your way through and pray your way through and chant your way through until finally you get to see. Nah. You got to drop this and go a little further. Okay. And look what the first thing the cards are saying. We need to put some more balance in our lives. Once we get that, once we get the stress out of our lives, our blood pressure drops. And we don't need the medication anymore. The diabetes goes away because we eat healthier automatically. We attract the energies that are for us and move us forward instead of sit on top of our heads and give us headaches and all kinds of problems. Balance the light. Well, this is a sentence here. Hold on a second. Manifest. But this is what I'm talking about. Balance the light to manifest. Direction. This is a sentence. Okay. One more just in case. And perseverance. All right. Aw. All right. Now, some of us are trying to create our new realities, and we are at a time and a space, and we're right dead center in this energy where we can create new avenues for ourselves. We can, you want that home, you want to create that home, visualize that home, go get Architectural Digest, see if you can find some rooms in that home that you want put in there that are close to what you like. See if you can find some structures of your new home. Put them up on a wall in a book, look at it every day. I intend, this is mine. I intend to have this or better. Always add the or better. And stuff is popping right now. We are in the age, spirit enlightenment, but it's more so what you think you're making so fast. And this is, I'm not going to mess with the love thing because I have issues with that. Okay. Grand Madam has issues. I'm not ashamed to tell it. But new car, same thing. getting your idea what kind of car you want. What does it smell like when you get in it? What color are the seats? What does it look like? What's the style model? Same thing. Hey, Robin. Put that up on your board or your wall or wherever. Look at it every day. Intend that to be mine. That is mine. And going out. And you will start to see things unfold. Opportunities will unfold. Doors will open for you to go through to get what's yours. Now, you must be prepared. You still must be prepared. If you know you want that new designer house, you know you've got to get your credit right. Okay? You got to get pull that deposit together. Just in case you're asked. But you also have to show spirit and you have to show yourself up in here, and your mental thing is around here, that you can do this. So that's the action you would take with the talents that you have. Same thing with the car. Travel. I know I'm being prepped to travel. I'm definitely being prepped to travel. I want to do my sound healing or my tarot reading. I want I want to do a workshop retreat in a beautiful setting, maybe Bali, somewhere like that. Heck, the Poconos, maybe Pennsylvania, maybe start somewhere in the States where I can breathe. I can't go everywhere in the world. I have sensitivities. There must be moisture and not too much moisture, or that'll shut me down. But things like that, you can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it. And it's time to take action. And that's what the 12th house, moon in Aries in the 12th house is going to be about. Here are all of your gifts. Do something with them. And that's what let's balance the light. The light, basically, there's only light and sound. What you hear is the sound. What you see is the light. So that could be contracts, books, whatever, billboards, posters, whatever it is that you need to manifest. I'm sorry, there. Balance the light to manifest. Change, to manifest your change to your new direction. That was a complete sentence. Oh, and for some of you, balance the light to manifest change, go into a different direction, to persevere in love. Okay, to persevere in love. Now let me move these up here. Every now and then I got to take a glance. Where are we now? Daytona Beach, Florida. It's kind of gray down there. The Atlantic looks kind of gray. They just went to Denver, Colorado. And we can move just that quickly. Well, not yet, but some of us can. Not all of us. Drummond, Minnesota. Ooh, ice, snow, mud. Not interested in going there right now. But, yes, Robin. At the bottom of the deck, it says, what? Again, here's the meditation card. The pause for happiness and using your intuition. And I was telling a client last night, let it go. Forgiveness, yeah, somebody did something horrible to you. And you want to do something back, let it go, because there's no revenge like karma. So all that anger and angst and frustration and ego about they made me look like a fool, they made me look like a punk or sissy, drop it. Just drop it. And now forgiveness doesn't mean, what was that line in Love Story? Never having to say you're sorry. Yeah, you don't have to. Now, can you really trust anybody, even if they said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to screw up your entire life? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cost you a job. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill your relationship. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill your mama. Really. What you do with things like that is you just detach yourself from it emotionally. Detach from the anger. Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be set up in a situation where you would be that angry in the first place. Okay, that's what forgiveness is all about. Detaching. Detach. What's done has been done. They are going to get theirs to the exact amount of whatever angst, loss they caused you. What I told my client that you could, if you wished to, witness them getting it back. But after a while, you're getting tired of seeing them get hit. And you want to go on with your life. Like, oh God, I said I wanted to see them get theirs, but I don't want to see no more. I can't take it. I don't want to see anymore. And that comes from when you see who you know is the bad guy, who you perceive as the bad guy or bad gal, winning time and time and time and time and time again. Well, folks, we've heard of marketing, branding, advertising, and straight out lying. Okay. All the above. That's what that is. We're not looking at the right things. You're not looking at the right things. Do you really expect that you would have a better life as, let's say, someone who is living the life as a gangster because you have to work 2 or 3 jobs to take care of your family and they don't seem to work at all? They work. And they also walk around with the underlying threat of being deleted anytime, any place, by anyone, and can trust and love no one. Is that what you want to trade up your mundane working 2 or 3 jobs to take care of your family about? That's something to think about. And which is also, I don't know how I got into this via forgiveness. How in the world you want to be someone other than the person, the great one you are? I don't know. But I was talking to a youngin', and we know youngins, a 20-something. No, 30-something. They're still young too. The closer they get to 40, and those aches and pains start hitting them for the very first time, they understand. They're beginning to understand. In 40s, it continues. By the time you're 50, you figured it out. But you're 50. Oh boy, dreading 60. And here comes 60. And now, like, okay, what am I going to do now? Got more time behind me than in front of me. What do? The best you can. You live your fullest life because of the same reason you have more time behind you than you have in front of you. Maybe. Okay. Now let's look at the spread here. Let's do the Celtic spread. But it's like 2024 is going to be much more intense than 2023. But I think because we made it past 2023, we're kind of used to this bombardment of this new energy. Yes, people are still leaving the planet and they're getting younger and younger. We have nothing to do with that. We do our grief thing and we get back on track to where we are in our lives. Keep getting up. They could not hang with the new energy that's coming in. And some of the our elders, the older ones, some of these folks are living to be 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I saw the handsomest man, he was 95 on a short. That man didn't have any wrinkles anywhere. And I tell you, he looked like he had on some Floyd Roberts makeup, but he didn't. Yeah. You ready for the next phase of your life, Kimoyo? It's coming. Believe me. This is where you can sit still for a few minutes and think about what you want to do for the rest of your life. Look at it as if you had another 50 years, because we probably do. We probably do. overall energy, trying to hold on to what we have. This is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, because, okay, some of the things we have, some of our benefits, if you're on a fixed income like us retirees, you hear the threats of they're going to do away with Social Security and put us on another system. Probably so. And that means, what does that mean? Are you going to be able to make the house payment? Can you keep your car? So that's valid fear. However, fear is still false evidence appearing real. There's a way around that too. Yeah, we're in our feelings. This King of Cups. And this can also be our beloved Mr. Biden, President Biden. He's a Scorpio. He doesn't tell anybody what he's going to do. He just does it. I love that about him. I do that too. Okay. The Star. Okay. Success, celebrity. Okay. Keeping it together, making advances. I didn't realize they had commercials. Excuse me. And it's gone. What they just showed me was the ocean and a yacht just float by the ocean. I'm like, with 25% off. I don't know 25% off of what, but Ozark, Missouri. Oh, there's the ships. Philadelphia. They got their warships in the harbor in Philly up there now. But in any case, moving right along. I have it on because it's giving me a kind of an energy. It's a kind of a get up and travel energy. It's get up and go. Get off this bench. Go somewhere. And this is a valid thing. Trying to hold on to what we have. And it looks like Mr. Biden, President Biden, is trying to keep the Social Security in place. And I think that's what he's going to be campaigning on, keeping the social programs. There have been regrets, definitely regrets here. He regrets the border incidents down there in Texas, New Mexico, down around there, but not for the reasons we see. I'm feeling they're not here to replace the workers that we no longer have because the United States put all these people out. The immigrants who were, work in the fields and work in the homes. The word is replacements, but not for the folks that they got rid of. Our replacements. And that's what he regrets. I hate to have to do this to the people of the United States, but something's got to be done. This is defense. In defense of what? I don't know why I'm picking up Biden. I don't do political readings. Hold on a second. In defense of what's getting ready to go down? Let me clarify the Seven of Wands. Defense of what? In defense of what? What are you doing? Cut it out. The cat. In defense of what? Our replacements in defense of what? Now, break it down. Put that back up there. Okay. Okay. In defense. Look at this. This is in defense to keep what we have. What's going on here? In defense to defend our star. Ooh. This might be the other gentleman with the orange hair, King of Wands, 45. Hold on a second. Jesus, I don't do political readings for this type. They're not coming to get me, knock me off my channel. In defense of the betrayal of the businessman in law. People did certain things on their own, not to our favor, not in our favor. Our politicians have done some things. They did it for their own for self-aggrandizement, not for our favor. It's not in our favor. So these people are coming in, to bolster. They're coming in to bolster us, not replace us. But some of us, I'm talking whole entire U.S. here, damn, I don't know what happened to us. Some of us, come on, Spirit, because it looks to me like we've been lulled to replenish us. Replenish us. Oh boy, replenish us. Where are they now? Logan, West Virginia. And looking at Logan, West Virginia, yeah, we need to be replenished. That is, looks like a one stoplight town. Replenish us. So you know what the next question is. Why do we need to be replenished? What cards would I use for that? Why do we need to be replenished? Okay. Why do we need to be replenished? And you're not talking about the immigrants who are working in the garden, not the garden, those like chicken lettuce groves, and not the grove workers. No, they're not talking about them. Replenish us because of a false person, male or female. Replenish us. So you're saying we've been infiltrated by what? False people. Yeah. Oh, it's coming through. Replenish. We need to be replenished. What's the word? And put with people who believe in the American way, who believe the principles of America, because there are those here who are like, I heard sleeper cells, plants, who do not. So they are bolstering. This is serious 3-dimensional chess. 5-dimensional chess, excuse me. Because down there, is it Texas, or is it somewhere along that border? You have a lot of Asian. Those guys look healthy too. Military age. If you come over here, you join the military, you have automatic citizenship. That's desperate. So bolstering, this is more than just a voting. I hear geopolitical. Yeah. Didn't I? To replenish us, to bolster us, to bolster us, to Democracy versus something else. Bolstering those who believe in democracy because others are here, have been here, 3 generations here, and they are not. They've been taught to what? They've been taught to hate democracy. They've been taught. You got some on one side is theocracy, run the religion according to state according to their religion, and you have others. What would you kind of? Who just want to take it over? To the victor, the spoils. Take it and run. Take whatever the U.S. has to offer and run with it. Did you know we were in such dire straits? Somebody should have said something. Somebody should have said something. They usually put it in movies. So to prevent our takeover from whoever or whatever is trying to take over, these people are coming in to bolster our numbers, to bolster our energy. We were rocked in complacency by not knowing. Whoa, I wasn't expecting any of that. Okay. By a false person or false personages. We'll leave that right there. And I haven't even finished this for the spread, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, put this over here. This I haven't used it all. Okay. Again, we have this lone wolf. But I think in this terms, this lone wolf is representing a lot of people who feel like it's a lost cause. U.S. is a lost cause, and they have withdrawn from them their support, withdrawn their passion. This is deep. I gotta go into, sense of betrayal. This is probably the silent majority is walking away because they feel betrayed, but it's a lot worse than they think it is. They have no idea as to what they were signing on for. It was not the Make America Great slogan that they thought. It is not that at all. It is something that's new, different. Oligarchy. 3 of Cups. And here's a statement. Statements have been made, but it's also about money. That's why I said the oligarchs of the world. In other words, they're taking their piece of the U.S. Did you ever think you lived to see today? This could be the number 45, King of Wands. Even though he's a Gemini, he carries it like a Leo for sure. That's his ascendant. The manipulation, the betrayal. And now you're trying to find peaceful waters. Balance the light to manifest. Change, perseverance, love. We'll live through this, but we're going to have to stay grounded so we won't be fooled. There are going to be a lot of mental insecurities. That's the mental challenge that we're going to be experiencing. The emotional challenge, oh, good gosh. Women in position and women in pregnancy. Because for some reason, putting forth the effort, is it worth the effort? Yeah, if you live here, it's worth the effort. This is worse than The Handmaid's Tale. First of all, you don't know your handmaid. The state of Texas, yesterday morning, I saw this on the news before I could even get out of bed. Um, 64,000 cases of grippe were reported since the Dobbs case that banned Roe versus Wade. 64,000. Now you might say, well, it's out of how many millions who live in Texas? It's still 64,000. 64,000 women's lives have been turned into a whole different trajectory than the way they wanted theirs to go in the first place. Not on their own, not from their, what, excuse the cat again. If you don't stop, life turned around and taken in a whole different direction, and not a positive one either. That's one instance. What else am I seeing here? It's the old divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Let's look at the bottom of the deck and see what's going on here. I didn't expect this. I truly did not expect this to turn into a political reading. Disappointments. More disappointments coming. More people turned on upside their heads, upside down, because they don't know what's going on. They have to see things through a different perspective. People are trying to plan for their future, and they really wonder if there is one. Three of Wands. Because of this character here. Now, this character is about self-abuse. This is no, the devil didn't make me do it. You did it because you wanted to do it, and you like doing it. You love it. You live for it. What if it throws up because behind you doing whatever this is, now you're scared to walk out your door. Can't think past tomorrow. Can't function without a 9 o'clock drink. And I'm not talking water or juice. And now you have been, I'm feeling sequestered by this man, King of Swords. Because he doesn't play any of that. This is one man now. If he gets a hold of this guy, he's a tyrant. He's a tyrant. He'll hold everybody, not just in position, but he'll hold everybody still so that they cannot move behind bars. However, here we have something called the untold story. So whatever it is that's getting ready to hit us, that we're going to have all these questions for, it's a whole mental challenge here for us. It's a mental challenge. And it's also a manipulation. Some of us are going to be leaving the country, thinking that it's greener on the other side, which is an illusion. Won't be able to get out. You'll have others determined to work in some type of collaboration to create something new, to create more money, more power, more business, trying to make lemonade out of the lemons they've been given. Those lemons have to go completely. Those lemons are spoiled. You cannot make any lemonade with those, but they're going to find out. They're going to find out. And it's hitting. Oh, look at this. What they're going to find out what made them happy, made this woman miserable. And now all that's changing. That has already changed. And this official branding, this official higher reputation, this official positioning of work is not real anymore. They know that no. Even work, another name for work, another word for work has become slavery. And they're offering something else. People are offering something else, especially the younger people. And what they want to do and how they want to work at things is coming into conflict with the lifestyle they want to keep, like working at home. How the devil did I get on this, folks? And my goodness, I'm looking at balance the light to manifest, direction, change, perseverance, and love. This is just a repeat of what we already know. I'm going to read something else, y'all. I'm serious. I'm serious. Maybe it needed to be said, but I wouldn't. Maybe I had to say it. I don't like readings like this because they sound so fatalistic. They are worrisome, not just to the people listening, but to me. And I'm going to get into something else. We know what we have to deal with. We know we have to stay grounded. We know they tell lies. We know what they, sometimes we can look right through the lie, and then we can do live our lives accordingly because we know they're lying. We avoid certain things. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna pull the moons out and see what they have to say. Oh, didn't see these two. Come back when you got something else to talk about, not geopolitical. Okay. I'm keeping the higher conscious ones though. I like those. Bottom of their deck, it talks about boundaries and taking the first step. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, Spirit, we know we're dealing with a bunch of changes. We know women are under attack. They have separated the men from the women, or they tried to. They are coming in with new replacements from beneath the border, across the border, maybe. We understand that. I don't believe this. Here's a question. All right, I'm going to ask political for a minute, 30 seconds. As it stands now, can Trump beat Joe Biden for the presidency? Straight off the bat, can Trump beat Joe Biden for the presidency? Stop twirling and answer the question. Can Trump beat? That's a yes, folks. That's a big yes. That's a big, big yes. Okay. Is Donald Trump going to be our president again? Is Donald Trump going to be our president again? This thing is trying to have a nervous breakdown, y'all. It's cringing. Is Donald Trump going to be our next president? Wow. No energy on that. That's a no. No energy. Okay. What was I looking at? There's going to be some tricks going on. I tell you, tricks are for kids. Okay, this is opening up with the courthouse. This is a Kipper deck. And high honors, reputation. So that tells me courthouse and high honors, there's going to be some slander going on. There's going to be some slanders, like Tasha K and Kevin Hart. Partnerships. Well, there's always slander when you have divorces. Past, we have gifts. Okay, so basically this is showing someone who is, I don't think these are people. I think these are companies, corporations, agents, entities. And they have, somebody's going to get caught up from giving a gift to somebody else, another company. Mature man is behind it. And there is concern. What is the concern? The concern is about that gift. They're getting ready to get caught. Somebody has paid somebody off for something, despair. So we'll hear about it in the news. False person. What is this about? I did not read the news this morning, so I don't know what's in the wind. A great deal of money has been transferred from one entity to another under the table. Laundering. That's laundering. Okay. And official persons involved here. And the government has caught them. It might have something to do with children. It could be the Department of Education.
Your gray hair era with Suave Hair Care, salon quality shampoos and conditioners.
I just needed to. Well, it might have something to do with education. It might have something to do with school districts. It has something to do with children. Oh, Jesus. Let me lay these down for a minute. Okay. And what is the, excuse me. This is eerie again. We're going to find out more about some top-notch companies involved with child trafficking. The word is going to get out. Thank you. Mail's in. It's going to be the families, when they find out, it has something to do with children. I'm saying children journey trafficking. It's oh God, something to do with families and children. And once the families have found out what has really happened to these children, their children, those companies are going to pay a hefty, hefty, hefty price if they still exist after this. And I'm feeling it's the children that have been put in bad health. But I don't have anything specific for you. I can't tell you. When I saw that, I was not thinking about any VACs, okay? VAX, not at all. I'm thinking about something else. But I'm picking up your yeah, I'm picking it up. No. And then there is a message of concern. Whatever is going on with children, it's the old okey doke. It presents as a help to children when in reality, it hurts them. Oh, this is going to be real ugly. I was coming in here so happy and so up. Privileged lady, house expectation. Not getting any better. Okay, I'm going to get some good news. I'm going to find something good for us. It is Friday. It is Purple Friday. And doggone it, we're going to have a good time. Let's see. I'm going to pull out my star seeds. They never have anything bad to say. Never. Never, never, never. Yeah, everybody's giving us the side eye because we're weirding off. We're really weirding. really weirding out. Like, who the hell's in charge of this place? Put those over here. And you can't blame them, because the United States of America has been the model. It was the White Brotherhood, set up by the White Brotherhood, not talking about skin color, talking about light energy. And well, started off rough, always starting off with a war. Then it ran into created the slavery business, got rid of that. But instead of wiping it out completely, it just transformed it into a newer version called the workplace. New plantation is the workplace. People are still being abused, but it's diverse now. It's not just black folk. Everybody gets abused. But the concept, yeah. The United States is not doing that much better than anybody else, any other country, if better at all. Okay. All right, Starseed Oracle, what good news can you give us? We've had enough of this strange stuff. Enough. I'm going to turn this back on. I cut off the commercial. I need to see the energy. I need to see where we are right about now, where this thing is going. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oh, that's pretty. This looks like the city nestled in the mountains. Okay. They have a Chicago. That was fast. It jumped into Chicago real quick. We have some sun. Chicago's got some drizzle. What's the good news you can tell us, Starseed Oracle? Hunting for the good news. Wait a minute a second. Really? Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, now we're going to get into metaphysical lessons. Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. This is beautiful. Can you see her? Which goes back to balance the light for your manifestation. Okay. Earth, learning how to be human, be in the world. This is how we come in. Remember, I said we're condensed energy. I've actually seen myself like this. I was going into the earth. We're in it, but we are not of it. See this? This little white covering here, that orb, that shield, that egg. I literally saw myself going into the earth, the pit of the earth, aligning with the earth being, doing that to ground myself. We are in it, but we're not of it. And that, you see the shadow? We walk around with this around us all the time. Excuse my nails. I got these gel nails and did not know you could not take them off like you took off regular nail polish. And so it's been tearing my nail bed skin off, and I've been having problems. But getting back to this, in the earth, in the world, but not of it. And we have our own universal intelligence to guide us through. So we don't rely on external factors like the news, the gossip, and what we see being played out, because we have it within ourselves to know what's really going on underneath of all of it. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. This is the portals that are opening up. And it is so interesting because I don't know if you have been hearing people talk about the portals and all the evil demons that are coming in from CERN, but nobody talks about the portals that are opening doors for your opportunities, for your own self-improvement, for your own upliftment. These are portals too. Is that better? We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth. Yeah, it is coming through a portal. Birth, the Hathors. The doors are open to a portal, but it's not anything bad for us. Now we're getting the cosmic love coming through the portal for us. I'm going to do 3 more cards and then I'm going to wrap it up, I think. Spirit said not yet. Okay, what you want me to do? They want me to do a spread. Hold on. Okay. With what I have. Right now, we're learning that we have the intelligence of the universe within us. And that's part of the book I'm writing right about now, even though it's on mantras. What I am learning, and I've been chanting mantras for the last 30 years and did not realize that the power was within me. That's when I spoke and when I vocalized, when I spoke the mantra that I spoke about, whether I was reading it or listening to it on YouTube, was activating the power in me, the intelligence in me to match up with it, to manifest something or to create a new reality. Yeah, I'm tired of that name, manifest. It sounds like something on an airplane passenger list. To create a new reality. That's the word I was looking for. Manifest. Okay. I was looking for this word to describe the passengers on a plane going to Epstein Island. Remember when we got that, what I call the fundraising list? All the people we knew. Said that's one manifest list, but I worked on a case in defense where this guy was taking government funds and flying his friends around to the different high school ball games in the country. And he did not list the names on the manifest. That got him in trouble. Earth School, we have life lessons, soul growth. Some of us are. This is the person who's getting ready to be initiated into something. We really are going through a journey, and we really might be going through our own personal initiation. You don't need an association to do that. Not now, not where we are now in this space. Perspective. This is a concept I have just learned about, kind of. I've understood it, but I never knew it had a title. Or not a title. None of this matters. Perspective. The perspective is none of this matters. Zoom out of it. Common ground. In other words, ain't about nothing. And it's a Japanese Zen concept. What's the universal concept? But for us over here, it ain't about nothing. What's on your mind? Nothing. And it is called Mu. M-U. What's on your mind, Mu? This is Mu. It's calling perspective. Pull yourself back out of all the foolishness you've been hearing about in the news, in the neighborhood. Why? Because it ain't about nothing. And meditation, when the mind has stopped with the memories running back and forth like you were watching a TV or something, it's like this. That's called Mu. M-U. It is also a mantra. If you're trying to get your head out of your head, repeat Mu. Mu, moo, like you mooing a cow. Moo. And all the thoughts just go away. And you can regain your balance like that too. But I just thought it was quite interesting for there to be a mantra for Tain't nothing going on, or tain't nothing happening. Tain't nothing. Tain't nothing. It ain't nothing. It's not anything. It is a no thing. It is no thing. It is Mu. So that's a concept that you can keep. So we're getting to the point where we are learning that everything we've been raised to believe in was basically spin. It was somebody else's storyline to market to the masses of the world. And now that we've bought into it, we've discovered, oh, that's why we have all these doggone problems today. And now we're at the point where we're not going to be, we're beyond anger, beyond frustration. Now some of us, I'm especially, in the state of Mu. This, we have gone from Mu to creating our own reality. Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Creating your own reality. This is a woman trying to create her reality through her mind, using her mind. And that's exactly how we will do it. Once we get into, when we pass Mu and we've come up with a concept, we create it. Questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Lifting the veil. That's the concern right about now. We are lifting the veil. Well, the veil has been lifted. Like I said, I'm in Mu. Some of you are in Mu. Yeah, this is what I'm doing now. While I was in Mu, I discovered sound healing, sharing your song. The whale and the elder orca. Frequency of sound, deep diving. Talks about how the sounds within your own body activates when you hear sounds coming from outside of your body, what it activates. That's why healing sounds, the music you hear on YouTube in the back, the singing bowl or the tuning forks, this is why they're so important. Because they can kind of reset you. And we're going to put this. Oh, okay. Oh, the empathic star seed. Some of you are empaths, but you're absorbing, what's not yours. What about the empathic star seed? If it's not yours, just let it go, says the empathic star seed. Some people are afraid to let things go because they don't understand that without anything to complain about, without anything to worry about, they have no existence. They are afraid definitely of Mu. So they worry about other people. They inject themselves. I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about grown people. That's why we like skits and soap operas and Hallmark movies. Taro's Apprentice has just joined us. They're afraid. I can't undo that fear. I mean, it's not our responsibility to do it for somebody else, but it is their responsibility to discover that they are a deserving person. They're a real person. And if they ever decide to take a trip to Mu, there's a much more fascinating life that can be created for them by them. Okay. And now here, the great severing. Okay, we're going back to the anger and the Mars energy. We are separating from that right about now. We are in the midst of the old Earth being left behind by the new Earth. If you're hearing me, you're probably riding on the new Earth, and we're leaving the others behind. And one of the things Yeah, I have a dear one, a client last night. One of the things we have to work on is the anger piece. Yeah, the anger piece. I have an Aries moon. I'll pop you in there in a minute. And I thought my stuff was bad. I tempered that down. Um, with the younger people, the fire signs, the Aries, the Sag, the Leo. Take a bite out your buns in 0 to 2 seconds. You got to pull that energy back. I was telling my client yesterday, you take that aggression, stop calling it anger, it's aggression, and tone it down. Because whatever anyone has done to you that would drive that's nothing but ego in the first place. Underneath anger, you have hurt feelings. Deep hurt feelings, okay? That person hurt you, that's why you want to rip them apart. To show them and teach them you will not ever hurt me again. That's all it is. When in reality, whatever that person did to you, it's all about that person. You just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people. Because you didn't need, but maybe you did need to be with those people to trigger that anger. And now you can recognize, I know I've got this anger issue, but I still want to make them pay. You don't have to make them pay. Just witness get their payback. That's all you. Once you start seeing enough karma, I told you, do not be an agent of karma. It's okay if you want to witness it, but I warn you, you're going to get tired of witnessing it. You're going to witness these persons or these people who have hurt you. You will witness their karma so often, so intently, that it's going to work on your nerves. It might give you a complex because you don't know. Witnessing what they're going to get back can be so frightening. You want to run away, which is an option. And then you go back and tell God, okay, that's enough. I don't want it. I don't need to see it anymore. I just know. And it's from that perspective where that anger is going to be really tempered because you're going to know for a fact that those people who are angry and trying to do this and that to you, that's all on them. All on them. And you may have nothing to do with it at all. You're just a target. Because they know in some kind of way they've got you in a bind, especially family. And then you'll find a way to, what's really going to piss them off is when you slip in the mood right in front of them. And just turn around and walk away. Oh, they're in that mood. Oh, here's a better picture of Moo. Oh, I found a better picture of Moo. The Void. Well, this was the one that came up. This is at the bottom of the deck. It is completely black, obscure. Well, the Void might have a little bit of light in it, but once you get in Moo, there is no light. There's no. If you've ever had propofol before surgery, that is Moo. All of your senses are cut off. And then they inject you with something to bring you back and to really get your senses up and again. But that's Moo. Get into that. When you have turned this anger, this fire, into this, who can't touch you? Nobody can touch you. Well, moving right along. Okay. The great severing. And this is the part where the earths are pulling apart from each other. Now, so that's happening in the now, but you're going to be all right. This is one I love. All paths lead home. And this is what you're looking for. Some of you are trying to find a new way of doing something. Looking for a new spiritual path. Looking for just a new place of point of success. An avenue for success. An avenue for love. An avenue for money. You have all that once you have discovered how to bring all that into balance, bring your energies into balance, especially after coming out of Moo. This says the messenger, and the messenger's message is Bring it into harmony and balance. You got that. Okay. Activated earth. Yes. Trust where you are led. Trust beneath the earth, there are what's called layer lines. They're the grid. Now, my question is this. Some folks don't want you talking about ley lines are supposed to be evil. Yet we have our grid on the ley lines, our grid, our electrical grid for the whole country. We have to have them. We have to use what? The ley lines. Trust where you're led. You're going to be led according to where the ley lines go. In other words, you're going to be led to where the power is. All righty. Have a great weekend, and thanks for dropping by, Robin. I'm almost done. Yeah, a lot of people are having problems with that because they've heard we have ley lines down here outside of the city, enter the county, but that's a crappy area. I don't understand that. And then we have some other, yeah, but you know what? There's power. You know why it's a crappy area? Because they have those power plants, those electrical transformers and things. That's why it's a crappy area. It's all polluted with electrical lines and stuff. But doesn't that make you think? Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. This is beautiful. And note the colors, purple and green. Purple is control and power, green is for healing. So, and I suffer from this too. Forging your own leadership. I never wanted to be anyone's leader. I mean, I march to my own beat, always have, always will. But I can facilitate, I can help others get where they want to go. And that is an emotional challenge as well as a mental challenge for me, and it probably for you too. But when you're called, baby doll. When you're called, you're called. Forge your own path. Do not follow. And that is an emotional challenge for many of us. And last but not, this is so sweet. Last but not least, you saw me shuffle these cards, right? You are a part of a team of souls. Star family. Call in whenever you need support. Whenever you need support. And on that, I think I'm going to leave this up here. On that note, I'm going to sign off. And I hope you have a great weekend. Purple power. Hope you know I should know. I'm not going to throw those cards down on the readers. Nope. But I did find out about Lamar's ankle. It worked. Have a great weekend, everyone. I will see you Monday at 11, or maybe a little bit later, maybe 11:30 or 12. I'll let you know. Okay. Much love to you all. Be safe.